Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. In this video we're going to be talking all about legendary marks, more specifically, a very simple method that you can do to stockpile a ton of legendary marks in preparation for Rise of Iron. So we all know that the legendary mark cap that you can hold on your account is 200. Now that's not a lot considering that vendor weapons cost 150. So that means if all you do is max out your 200 legendary marks, then when Rise of Iron comes out, you're only going to be able to go buy one vendor weapon, which is not going to help you very much. So, what are the alternatives? How can you store some more? Well, legendary weapons and armor, if they are not leveled up, will give you 3 legendary marks when dismantled. If they are leveled up, then they will give you 5 legendary marks when they are dismantled. Which means that if you have 20 fully leveled weapons in your vault, and you dismantle them, you will get 100 legendary marks. Now, I do not recommend this because that's a lot of time that you're spending to level up all these and spending glimmer and spending planetary materials just to get these things leveled, just so you can get an extra 2 marks. I would not recommend doing this at all. It's a risk versus reward factor, and the risk is much greater than the reward. So what are the alternatives besides that? Well, I'm glad you asked, because Iron Banner returns today, and there are 3 Iron Banner bounties that you can go pick up from Lord Saladin, each one containing 25 legendary marks. Now, it's only the gold tier bounties, which, when you're looking at Saladin's inventory, it's going to be the first 3 on the left-hand side. Each one of these gives you 25 legendary marks. So that's 75 legendary marks that you can store right there. Now, some of you may be asking, but Pyro, how am I going to hit rank 5 with Iron Banner if I'm not turning in my gold bounties? Well, dude, what's your incentive for hitting rank 5, right? Like with the improved loot system of Iron Banner, aftermatch rewards and all that stuff, it's not worth the grind anymore, in my opinion, to hit rank 5 just to get that one extra, 335 armor or weapon. I don't think it's worth it to me, considering you can get all that stuff as an aftermatch reward. So another thing that I want to clear up is I only have 2 of these bounties right now. This is because I'm actually recording this prior to Iron Banner. So these are both from the previous Iron Banner. This one I always hang on to because it's kind of a pain in the ass to complete. This one I usually turn in, but since I'm saving it for Rise of Iron, I'm going to go ahead and hang on to it. And there is also a third bounty that is complete 13 matches and win 7. Very easy to do as long as you put in the time. This week, it's not going to be hard for you to complete all 3 of these. So there's 75 legendary marks that you can store right there from these bounties, and in addition to those, the dude over in the reef that gives you the trials bounties also has 4 in total that you can pick up, each one worth 25 legendary marks. And again, these are all very easy to complete. It's, win 2 consecutive rounds, defeat 10 guardians, win 3 individual rounds in Trials of Osiris, and complete 5 matches or win 1. You don't have to be good to complete these, all right? Now, he only sells 2 a week, but, that's why I'm making this video a month before Rise of Iron comes out, because over the next 4 weeks, he's guaranteed pretty much to sell all 4 of these, so you have plenty of time to go pick them up and do your trials matches and get these completed. So right here, what you see right now is 150 legendary marks that I have stored on my Warlock. Once I pick up that third Iron Banner bounty, that's going to be 175 legendary marks that I will have stored on each character. Add that to the 200 that I will have capped out here, and that is a total of 725 legendary marks, guys, day 1 when Rise of Iron comes out. Now, what that translates to is as soon as I go to the tower, right after Rise of Iron is released, I'm going to be able to go and buy 4 vendor weapons and then have 125 legendary marks left over. At which point, I will return to orbit, go do the daily Crucible and the daily Heroic Story mission, and boom, I'm over 150 again, and I will be able to go right back to the tower and buy a 5th vendor weapon. Now, why is this important? Well, number one, everybody wants new weapons, right? If the vendors are selling new weapons, we want to get our hands on them, we want to play with them. And number 2, since the light level cap is currently 335 and it's being increased all the way up to 385, that is a significant jump. So I'm willing to bet that the vendor weapons are going to be sold at a higher light level than what is currently in the game. So you're definitely going to want to do this so that day 1 you can go get those 5 vendor weapons right out of the gate. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I made a video showing you guys how to prepare for Rise of Iron, and throughout the course of that video, I did not mention this. Now, one of my buddies that I play with regularly on Xbox Live, he's a good friend of mine, his name is Diet Cola for the Win. He watched that Rise of Iron prep video, and the first thing that he said to me was, "Why didn't you say anything about these legendary mark bounties?" And when you hear his voice, you're going to laugh at that little impression that I just did. But you know, honestly, I didn't think about it. And actually, in the video, you'll see that I have these bounties completed, you know, sitting in my inventory, and I just completely forgot to, you know, completely forgot to think about it, or completely forgot to talk about it. So I've been waiting for Iron Banner to come back around to make this video, and you have Diet Cola for the win to thank for it, because he's the one that reminded me to do it. So head over to his YouTube channel. He's brand new to YouTube, and one of the series that he's working on right now is a complete raid walkthrough for every single encounter, every single checkpoint of the raid. Now, that's something that you guys have been asking me for quite a while, so I'm linking his channel down below in the description of this video. Head over there and check it out. If you have any raid questions, that's your guy to do it. He's actually the one that taught me how to do the King's Fall raid, so go check him out. But anyway, guys, that's going to bring this video to an end. If you enjoyed it, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys.